Most people can barely handle a full-time job. Between my job and my business, I work over 55 hours a week, all while consistently hitting the gym and maintaining a healthy relationship. And I haven't been doing that for a few weeks. I've been doing that for 10 months without burning out a single time. The secret? It's not balance. Today, I'm going to share the 5 principles that allowed me to get shit done, all while taking care of my health and actually enjoying my life in the process. After watching this video, you'll know exactly how to work over 55 hours on your business and your job, hit the gym and maintain your relationship, and do it all without burning out. The first principle, forget about balance, simplify everything. So a lot of people will say balance is the key to not burning out, and I disagree with that. I think balance is the fastest way to fill up your schedule with a bunch of different things that have nothing to do with your goals, and that's gonna lead to burnout. Here's what you do instead. So the other day I was in a school community just browsing. If you don't know, school is just basically a social media that's actually good for you anyway. Check it out. I've got a link in the description for my own school community. Anyway, I was on there and I came across a post where the host of the community asked, what defines you outside of work? And you know, people in the comments section, they're saying, you know, I volunteer at a cat shelter. I take piano lessons. I don't know. I do a bunch of different things. And then, you know, it's my turn to answer. And then I just kind of think, nothing defines me outside of work. Honestly, I work a job, I work on my business, and then obviously I hit the gym and I have a girlfriend. I couldn't really think about anything outside of that. Now you might think that's sad and that's okay, but what I'm telling you is that this is the way to go. Your life must become very boring. And maybe when we're 45, you know, we'll add a bunch of other things and find balance and go play hockey with the boys and go take piano lessons and volunteer there. But for now, in our 20s, this is what needs to happen. You need to cut your life down to the essentials. That's how you avoid burnout. And there's really only 4 things included in the essentials: your job, your business, your health, and a relationship. And within those 4 pillars, you have to keep it simple. So 1 job, 1 business, 1 health goal. A few months ago, I was training in the gym, as I still am, with the goal of bulking up, building muscle. But then I also started running. I like running. So now I'm going to the gym 5 days a week. I'm also running 2-3 times a week. And then I start thinking, I should run a half marathon. I should prepare for that. So I start training for a half marathon while still bulking. And suddenly I've got 2 health related goals. That doesn't work. Simplify. So I had to cut one of them out. So 1 health goal, no more. And then 1 relationship. This is going to be controversial, but you should only prioritize 1 relationship, whether that be your girlfriend, 1 group of friends, not 2 or 3, and then, or your immediate family. So if there's a group of friends that you see on Wednesdays and on Saturdays, and you also game with them on Monday night, you can't also have a girlfriend that you see 5 times a week. And if you spend time with your parents every single day, then you probably don't have time to spend time with a group of friends 2-3 times a week. Choose 1 relationship and then put your attention there. And all your other relationships should be like on maintenance mode, if that makes any sense. Now, what about hobbies? I don't believe in hobbies, at least not at this stage of our lives. You're either working, taking care of your health, or you're spending time with loved ones to recuperate and have a little bit of fun. But a full-on hobby where, you know, you spend multiple hours a week and you try to improve and brain power goes towards this other thing, this thing outside of your work or business, to me, that's just a no-go right now. The second principle is the intensive week. What if I told you the key to not burning out was working more? Hear me out. Back in June, I started working on the course that I host on my school community, as I mentioned earlier. Now, on top of building that course, I still had to post YouTube videos and I still had a full-time job, right? So a lot of stuff going on. And for that week, I decided to just give it my all. I literally decided, you know what, this week I'm going to work as much as physically possible just to see what I'm capable of. So I would wake up, work, eat, exercise, and then go to bed. No entertainments, nothing outside of work or the gym. I probably worked like 70 or 80 hours that week. But guess what happened when I got done? Obviously, I was exhausted, but when I went back to my normal schedule of working 55 hours, it just felt light. It felt easy because my new baseline, if you will, was that 80-hour week. So in comparison, it seemed pretty easy. Once in a while, go through one of these weeks. I do it every 3 or 4 months. Whenever I've got something like big I need to get done in a short amount of time, I'll go through one of those weeks. And this basically improves your work capacity, the amount of work that you can do sustainably without burning out. Because if you always work 55 hours or whatever your number is, then that's where you're going to stay. You'll never push your limit. It's by doing these super intensive weeks, just like a super intense workout in the gym, that's what pushes you out of your comfort zone and increases your work capacity, which in turn makes you more resistant to burnout. If you click the first link in the description, you'll find my free school community, Focus and Execution. I host my course on there. It's a full course on basically productivity, time management, and just getting shit done in general. You definitely want to check that out. If you want to meet other men who are in the same path of building a business while working a full-time job, then that's the place you want to be. And as I said, it's free. You've got nothing to lose. Go ahead and click the link. The third principle is to work when your energy is high. Some tasks require more effort and they are more important to progress in your business. They must be done when your energy is at its peak. Imagine your job was to saw through a pile of wood, and some of the wood was soft and easy to cut through. Some of it was thick, dense, really tough. Would you start by cutting the soft wood? Probably not, right? You start with the hardest wood when your arms are fresh, when the saw is still super sharp. It's the same thing with your time. You need to tackle the hardest, most important task when your energy levels are super high, when your saw is sharp, and then once you get tired, you shift to the easy stuff, right? So in practice, for me at least, this means working on my business in the morning, because my business is the most important, but also hardest thing I do all day. Then I've got my day job during the day, and then during the evening, you've got some chores, a gym, stuff that requires less mental energy. Here's what happens if you don't do this. You're gonna go to your job, and you're gonna work an 8-hour shift, and then when you come back home and you've still got this super important task to do for your business that requires a lot of energy, you're gonna be forced to do it after an 8-hour shift. You'll hate working on your business and you're gonna burn out, which is exactly what we're trying to avoid. Make it easier on yourself, do the hard work when your energy is high. Principle number 4, spread the load. So there are 2 ways of spreading out the work throughout your week, and I'll let you guess which one is better. So in both cases, your job doesn't really change. It's 40 hours per week, 5 days a week. In the first option, you work Monday to Friday, 8 hours a day at your job, and then you work 8 hours on Saturday and 8 hours on Sunday on your business. In the second option, you work 10 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday, you work 4 hours, and on Sunday, only 2 hours. In both options, you work the same number of hours, but which one seems easier? Of course, the second one, because in the first one, you literally work 8 hours every single day. No breaks, no rest. In the second one, sure, your week is going to be pretty intense, but then you've got your Saturday afternoon to look forward to, and you've got your Sunday almost the entire day to look forward to. That alone, those periods of rest in your week will help you push through and avoid burnout. So if you find yourself pushing all of the work on your business to the weekend because you think you're already working enough during the week, then this is a problem that's going to lead to burnout because you'll never have a rest day. So instead, spread it out. Do 1-2 hours in the morning during the week, and then when you get to the weekend, you only have to work 4, 6, 8 hours total, and you get to rest. My final principle for you is to cut out decisions. Here's what a typical day looks like for most people. Wake up and spend a minute deciding what to wear. Go to work and decide what to work on today. Get home and decide what to cook for dinner. Sit on the couch and decide what movie to watch. Every single decision and choice, it drains your brain power. And if you're working a full-time job while trying to build a business, you need to use your limited amount of brain power wisely. It's like having a very limited budget. You're not going to go ahead and spend your money on some random stuff you don't need. You're going to spend it on the essentials. And that's what you need to do with your brain power. So eat the same 4, 5, 6 meals every single week. Go to the gym at the same times every day. Wear the same thing every day. If you find yourself having to often make decisions that have nothing to do with your goals, then you need to figure something out, because those decisions are not helping you. They're just wasting energy. Subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 1,000 subs before 2026. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And click on this video to see how to build a business while working a full-time job.